Inside each of these 4 painting kits there are 3 large tubes of SAA paints and also a guide sheet of how to paint the pictures, but in addition to that you'll have access to 3 YouTube videos where you can paint them along with me. Hello and welcome to this watercolour demonstration. My name's Bill Lupton. What I'm doing today is I'm demonstrating a kit that I supply. It's just got 3 colours in, they're SAA paints, and the 3 colours are specifically chosen for painting autumn scenes. As well as the autumn kit, I do also a coastal kit, a winter kit and a general kit, and each one contains 3 colours specifically chosen for the purpose, along with 3 videos that you can watch on YouTube to paint along to. The colours in this kit is a nice gold colour, there's a red and there's a blue, and the first thing I did was to wet this piece of 7x5 Saunders Waterford paper just with a clean brush. And now, as you can see, I'm adding in some quite pale gold colour in there and just allowing it to run down the painting. I've left the middle area quite bright, that's where the lightest part's going to be. While the gold's still damp, I've mixed a strong red with a touch of the gold, and that gives me a nice rich colour that I can add around the edge of the painting, but I'm being careful not to put too much in that central area. I still want that nice and bright. Now my board's resting at an angle of about 30 degrees so the paint does run down, and because it's all wet I get a nice soft area between the colours. I've mixed some of the blue now with the gold and it gives me a nice green. It's a nice warm green. I'm just starting to poke that in from each side, just with the corner of a 1-inch flat brush. Before this background's dry, what I want to do is give the effect of some distant trees. So again, I've mixed some blue with a touch of yellow, and I'm just painting vertical lines with a few branches, and they'll soften and give the effect of distant trees. But again, I'm not adding anything into that nice light area in the centre. These are just sample paintings that you can paint with the kit. There's plenty of paint in the kit, 3 tubes, 14 millilitres each, is quite a lot, so you'll be able to do quite a number of paintings of your own. Still working wet into wet with that green colour, just creating some tree shapes. In the wet paint it spreads out and gives a nice effect. Now I want some real dark in the foreground either side, and this is mainly the blue, but there is a touch of red and a touch of the gold going in there as well, just to give some variety, but it's quite strong and quite dark, so it's mainly blue. And as you can see, because the painting is still wet, it is moving nicely around. Now I need to let that dry, or dry it with a hairdryer, and remember it does dry quite a lot lighter, as you can see. Now with a quite strong mix of the gold paint, I'm just adding some leaves in for the foreground trees, using the end of the brush, just tapping onto the surface in random shapes. And the same for the tree on the left hand side. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is probably about a number 4 mix, so not too strong. It has got some transparency in there. Well, you can see that because I let the painting dry before adding the leaves hasn't softened, they're all quite hard edged, which is nice. It gives it almost a 3-dimensional feel. What I'm doing now is using just the red and adding some red into there as well. What I need to do now is add in the trunks and the structure of the trees with the branches. For this I'm using a mix of mainly blue, but I'm adding some of the red and the gold in there from time to time to give it a little bit of variety in the trunk. You'll see as I put the red in later, it just lights up the inside. now you'll see I'm just adding a touch of the gold, and it gives this a nice brown sort of bark feel, which looks quite nice when it's strong paint, especially against the very pale background. On the inside edge I want to give it a little bit more red, so there's a lot of warmth in there coming from that light. So this is red and the gold mixed together and just dropped into that bark. It does give quite a nice three-dimensional effect. And now with the same dark mix I'm just creating the tree coming in from the right hand side. Well, that's the trees in. I just want to add a little bit of dark into this right hand corner. So I'm flicking in some dark paint, as you can see, to create grasses. What I will do then is add some of the gold with the blue to create a nice green effect, and just flick that down, as you can see, just rubbing it into the surface. Well, there we go. That's the painting finished. Very simple but very effective. As you can see, it looks very smart with the white border. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, there are other kits available with different colours in each, so why not have a go and paint along with me? There's plenty more videos to have a go at. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.